Today is the day we get on the ship. Boarding day sounds really overwhelming, but they're there to help you and they just walk you right through the steps. There are a lot of things you can actually do ahead of time on the app for whatever cruise line you're doing. Going ahead and putting your passport information in, your birthday, like all these kind of bits of information you can go ahead and have in there, and then you can kind of skip parts of the line. If you would like to do it day of, they are there, they will help you. It's no big deal. This cruise line that we are on is a Medallion class cruise line. So we use these medallions and those have a lot of cool features. You use your medallion to check yourself on and off of the ship. You can use your medallion to keep track of each other on the ship, your traveling companions. You can locate each other. You can use your medallion to make purchases on the ship. If you want to purchase specialty coffee drinks, if you want to purchase merchandise, whatever you might want to do that requires making purchases on the ship, you can use your medallion. You can also use your medallion to come into your room. Here is our room. We have a bunk, so there's space for another bunk, so you could have 4 people in this room. The mirrors help make it seem like a bigger space. So there's space under both of these beds for storage. You have drawers there. And then we have the desk over here, and there's some drawers there. Let's take a look at outlets, because we know that is going to be... So, looks like we have a couple outlets here. Let's see if there's any over here. Looks like there's a USB port there and a USB port here. That's good to know. This ship has recently been kind of remodeled. Down here we have some shelves. That's really good. So then the bathroom area, we have the closet with hangers already in here. Let's just take a look here, because you have a mirror so you can check yourself out. Then we have this little shelf. There's actually a good amount of storage in here. So you have a shelf up here, you could put a little bit of stuff, maybe. So I'm gonna guess that this light switch is the light for the bathroom. So if your traveling companions are being obnoxious, you can always turn the light out on them. That's always fun. So we have a good sized shower in here. Looks like this one does not have shampoo. Oh yeah, it does. There it is. Shampoo, conditioner, all the things. Okay. So we have a couple of shelves up here. We got 3. That's cool. We have more soap. This is a decent sized counter, actually. Got some mirrors. And then there's a shelf down here you can put some stuff. It's pretty good. So when you first get on a cruise ship on boarding day, going to the buffet is going to be really busy. But coming somewhere like here, the International Cafe, you can get food much faster. So, oh, they have croissant sandwiches. Ooh. Hello. Look at that pool, man. So this is a place called Coffees and Cones, and it's on the Lido deck. I want a swirl, and this soft serve is free. Complimentary soft serve. So this is kind of the back of the ship. So, and there's a pool back here. So just a small little pool, very cool. There's Vancouver. And when we sail away, we'll see the actual sails going off in the distance. So there's all kinds of like areas over here where you can kind of sit, shade. This pool has a retractable roof, so in places like Alaska, they can close it and it works like an inside pool. So it's really fun to go swimming there. There are ping pong tables up here, which are fun to play. They even did a ping pong tournament while we were on the cruise. So most ships have at least one deck that you can go outside and you can walk outside all the way around the ship. For us, this particular ship, it was the promenade deck, and that's always fun in the evenings to go out and walk, enjoy the sunset. We were able to make our way to the front of the ship, which is kind of windy, but it was kind of fun to still get out there and see it. Something else that's really fun to do on a cruise ship is to explore. And in the evenings, right after the sun has set, there's usually not that many people outside. Everyone is kind of inside doing things. It's a little bit chillier sometimes around this time of night, but it's so much fun to just get out and kind of explore the ship. And it's really neat to see the ship when the lights are all lit up and all that kind of stuff. We even saw another cruise ship coming in, and that was really neat to see. Our cruise started off with a sea day. We are not going to be stopping anywhere on this day, so we're just on the ship. It was Sunday morning, and there happened to be a church service going on, so that was really nice to be able to attend that. For lunch, we ate at Alfredo's Pizza, which is a specialty dining place now, but at the time, it was complimentary. It was very good pizza. Once we got out into the ocean, the water started to get a little bit more rough, and we did get to go swimming for a little bit, but they did end up having to close the pools because it was getting a little too rough. So the water was just kind of really getting a little carried away in the pool. And that's something that can happen on cruise ships. This is where it was a little bit of a challenge for me personally, because I don't have depth perception already. And then when the ship is literally kind of rocking up and down, you can't really see the movement. And so it was really hard. I had a hard time walking around, which a lot of people were having a hard time walking around. But as I've said before, I struggle to walk even on regular ground. So just be very careful. A lot of the walls have railings, so you can kind of hold on. But I just kind of took my time and kind of just walked. You eventually kind of get a feel for the kind of ups and downs, because it kind of becomes a little bit rhythmic. So you can kind of feel what's going to happen, and so you can step accordingly. They have something called Movie Under the Stars, and they cover all of the pool chairs with thick cushions, and they give you a blanket, and they'll put a movie on. And they had movies during the day. They also had movies at night. And so it was a really fun experience to sit outside and watch a movie. So this is the buffet area, and this is kind of where you can come for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, doesn't really matter. It's pretty much open all day, and they have two sides of it, so there's plenty of food, plenty of seating, and it's really nice because they kind of have sections. So like they'll have one section that has bread, they'll have one section that is maybe a small salad bar. So it's kind of nice that you can go to a particular area and get what thing you're kind of wanting to get. And there was a good variety of food as well. So next we went out and did a little bit of whale watching. And whale watching is really hard when you are legally blind. But if you remember in my packing video, I told you I would tell you and let you know how the binoculars did. They did wonderfully. I was able to see the whales. I was very excited because I really didn't think I would be able to see the whale. And that's a thing that is Alaskan. You go and you see the whales. And so I was a little discouraged at first because I wasn't seeing them.
Well, I can give a good review on these binoculars.
Oh, good.
I mean, for $10, I mean,
impressive.
they may not see everything, but they saw whales, so.
But then I started to see them and it was very exciting. But those binoculars that I got for $10 at Walmart did a wonderful job. So this is the Piazza area, and it's kind of, if you want to say maybe a central hub, a main place here on the ship. There's a lot of things in this area. There's restaurants, lounges, bars, the jewelry store, the merchandise places, the international cafe, the desk area, like the help desk. So there's a lot of things right here in this area. This particular area is 3 stories that kind of make up this space. And so it can be a little loud. So that's something I would just caution you about, just because it is kind of loud in there when there's different activities going on. We actually would even check out the schedule and see if there's anything going on so that we knew, okay, you know, it's really loud. Let's not go over there right now. But there's a lot of things over in this area. So you will find yourselves walking through it or going there for just various different things. This is where Alfredo's Pizza is, the International Cafe, just many things. So this is basically day 1. Tomorrow morning we are docking in Ketchikan. So we will be getting off the ship and we will be exploring and kind of checking out a little bit of what Ketchikan has.